Surprise! We're live. This was supposed to happen at 2:30, but they decided they were ready at 2, so I got here a bit late. So I'm getting the word out about the stream here. They're in the middle of game 1. From what they tell me. So SaviourProtocols here is, are they saying anything we can pass? Okay. Here we go. I think SaviourProtocols doesn't want me to show hands, so we might not get that. I'll ask when they go to game 2, but for now, I'm just gonna let them go. So, what's going on? Let's try to do some catch up. We got, it looks like Sabine with a Darksaber and a Poe. That's pretty impressive for Hipo. On Saviour's side, he's got, you know, some other units, but will it be enough? Having Jango, if he's got something to exhaust one of these guys with next turn, it's not so bad. Looks like he's going to hit Poe to set up a kill onto him next turn. And we're going into a new round. So Savior is going up to 6. Both should be at 6. That's right. Yes. Okay. So it's going to be Poe, who's going to take out Jango here, which is actually going to prevent that exhaust from happening. Unless he's got some kind of no good to be dead for Sabine. If Sabine gets a hit in, it's not game over yet, right? It'd just be 7, which would bring up to 23. So not quite over, but if he's got a Forecause, it would be, or like a Daring Raid or something. Patrolling AAT pulled off the Triple Dark Raid. That'll stop the attack. It looks like Hippo's ECL hasn't been used. So if he's got something that big enough that he can run over this and get the Sabine hit in still, we'll see. You get a Wrecker Poe. I don't think he's running anything else big. Maybe he's got Ayla's, but I don't think main deck. All right, it's just gonna be Sabine running over the AAT. So SaviourProtocols could kill his choice of unit here, but he's going to not do that. Instead, just taking initiative. I think it's probably ended up being correct because he has to defeat Poe here because Poe is threatening lethal. Sabine actually now is 2 because of Dodonna. So he's got to take out both. I don't know if there's anything that does. All right, he's got something. 7. Cad Bane, okay. But, I mean, you capture Poe and Dodonna here. Yeah, no, so that does technically leave him alive. But now it puts it puts Savior in the position where he can't kill Sabine because Sabine ping is lethal. But he also has to because the Sabine attack is lethal. So he's just going to take initiative. But Hippo has the daring grade anyway. So Hippo gets game 1. Looks like he just got all the things he needed. Darksaber into Poe. Dodonna was also a pretty big pickup there. And I guess Savior didn't have the ability to shut the Sabine down in the early game. So let's take a look at the bracket. Winner of this one gets to play Malvolio on Pal Blue. Yeah, we had another match earlier today. A couple, actually. Mars versus Wayun also did happen today, but I don't think anyone recorded it. That was a Jango Tarkintown mirror. Okay, let's take a look at deck list. This is Hippo's. It's actually got some interesting card choices in there. He's down to 1 Fighters for Freedom, which that card's always been a 3 of. The people have never wanted to cut, but now people are starting to, I guess. He looks like he only has 2 Darksabers in the main and doesn't even have the 3rd one on the side. He's got 2 Ketsus in the main, which is also interesting. He's also main decking Daring Raids, which is not something everyone's doing. Down to 2 red 3s. I've seen some people even cutting red 3s entirely. I think a lot of people are starting to challenge some accepted things in Sabine. But let's take a look at Savior's list. It also has some interesting card choices for Jango Tarkintown. He's got is that Rokai Genship? That one is not all that common. But it's a solid include for Jango here. He's also got those patrolling AATs that we saw earlier. He's also got 4 Lums, and he's got the Cad Bane's main deck, as well as ATSD is really interesting. It's another 6-drop Paul off of Triple Dark Raid. Cad Bane can help in the long game there. Ooh, Savior actually just messaged me what his sideboard was. It looks like he said he took out 3 sneak attacks, 3 hotshot blasters, put in 3 no good to me dead, and 3 cell block guards. Makes sense there. I just asked if they could make me black, and they obliged. Thank you. So we will be able to see hands for this game. All right, game 2. I think Jango is typically favored in this matchup, but as we saw game 1, that's doesn't always mean that he's gonna win. Cartel Spacer is interesting here to just exhaust the A-Wing. Puts a bit of a damper on the Wing Leader in Hippo's hand, but Hippo also has Cassian, which is a solid follow-up. Yep, that's what's going to happen here. And Savior is going to, looks like, set up a Tarkintown kill onto Cassian. Exactly. And this looks like a pretty solid open for Savior. He's got, let's see, 4 Alarm here is interesting. It's a challenge to Dodonna. It potentially allows you to exhaust Sabine immediately with Jango. He's got the patrolling AAT for next round. He's got Ruthless Raider for the round after that. Now Hippo's got Poe in hand, which could prove dangerous. Looks like Savior is going to pass here. Both players still have full resources here. And it looks like it's going to be Dodonna. So Forlom just eats Dodonna, allowing Sabine to get a hit in. And this is, potentially this is, I think, a good spot to play the patrolling EAT. Even though it's probably going to get immediately eaten by Poe, it sets up a kill onto Poe with Ruthless Raider next round. He also can flip Jango this turn and just kill the Poe that way. So there's the Jango flip. Jango also threatening Sabine at the moment. All right, and we're just going to see ECL for Poe, it looks like. And decides to trigger it to hit Jango. So it's that way if Jango tries to kill Poe, he dies. Looks like he's going to just kill Sabine, though. Which means Poe's going to get a hit in before it dies. Or before he dies, I should say. There's that Rokai gunship in Saviour's hand. It looks like he's going to keep it. Although my guess is the play this turn is probably Ruthless Raider. And Poe gets to take out Jango here if he wants. Throws Bright Hope. Bright Hope's interesting here because Bright Hope blocks off the Space Arena. So you'd think he'd want to keep that, but... And it looks like, okay. Saviour's going to be a bit greedy here, going for this triple arc raid. Why does Jango have 5 damage? He'd taken it in combat. All right, so ATST pulled here off the TDR. And then the wing leader comes down, which is going to turn that A-wing into a big threat. So ATST manages to take out the Poe. And Savior gets initiative here. He's behind in damage. And Foraka's here. Depending on how big this hits, could be massive. Okay, there's one miss, but a daring raid shows up. So 3 hits. And this is rough. Can Savior... Is there anything that Savior can pull that gets him through everything? I don't know if there is. I think this one's going to be it. Savior can kill both of these in the long run, I think, but not in the short run. And he's only got 3 health left. Knowing that the Daring Raid's in hand, and Fleet Lieutenant, actually, he has to take out both these units now. And I don't think he can do that. He's thinking it through. I'm trying to think as well, but I don't think there's a line. Yep, and he's just saying I don't think I can do anything to stop that. So he goes ISB, hit the A-wing and exhaust it. Fleet Lieutenant, and that's game. All right, good game. Congrats, Hipo, for making it onto the top 8. There we go. So Hipo now gets to take on Malvolio's on Palp Blue. And that matchup is interesting. I think Jango's favored into it, but I've been playing a lot of Palp Blue, and I think it can win there. So we'll see. I'm excited to see that matchup. I've also scheduled I think the last top 16 game, yeah, Sawardo versus Cody for Thursday morning, 9:30 a.m. Pacific time. The ASIC Zero Benton game has already been played, but I don't want to spoil it yet because the video is going to go up at some point. But outside of that match, we have the rest of our top 8 set. We've got Kira, Jango, Sabine, Han Yellow, Sabine, and Palp Blue. So lots of meta decks here. Lots of meta decks. And I will end the stream here. All right. Thank you all for tuning in. And remember to always take the initiative.